Framed Lazlo Hardy. That must have been the guy in the jail cell.
A favorable wind for hunting big game. Yeah, today would be a good day to die. Ow, itchy. I think that stupid chicken suit had fleas.
Uh-oh.
Gotcha. Hey! I don't know who put you up to this, but you better let me go right now. You don't know who you're messing with.
Shut up! This'll teach you to hunt endangered species.
I said let me go, goddammit. Wait, DeLuca, is that you?
Yep.
It's me.
Oh, friggin' hell.
I mean, she has a bed, right?
Oh. Damn that Betty. If I have to spend another night on this couch, where did she even get a coffin?
Oh,
Never mind.
that's
I
right.
can fantasize about punishing her later, but I need to focus. I must speak with Riley and see how I can get Jenkins back. There is no rest for the wicked.
Come on. Why won't they let me explore the house as her? Okay.
Sorry, ma'am, I can't let you through. Chief's orders. You should go talk with him, though. He's got urgent business to discuss with you.
Okay. Oh, these guys. Oh, there's Michael. Let's talk to
So
him.
what would you like, Mr. Walker? Pompadour? High and tight?
Good morning, gentlemen. And Michael.
Syndica, pleasure to see you. Isn't this a fine morning?
Yeah, it is! Hey, Eliza, why don't you leave before you ruin it?
Come on, Mr. Walker. This is no way to talk to our Syndica.
Mr. Cooper, you are as gentlemanly as you are skilled at your profession. Michael, I suppose I could say the same about you. In your professional opinion, Mr. Cooper, is this the worst case of lice you have ever seen?
Hey, Eliza, don't you have a house to haunt or something?
Apologies, Syndica, but this requires more work than I expected. I must focus. Mr. Walker, scusi, please stop moving. You don't want to lose an ear, do ya?
If that happens, please keep it. Otherwise, he might make it into soup.
Okay. The broken statue. What's going on over here? She is not there.
After that robbery, I'm lucky to have anything left.
Pardon the rude question, but did you lose much?
Lose much? I lost almost everything! They cleaned out my life savings! Can you believe it, Frank?
Very unfortunate indeed, Mr. Walker.
Oh.
Good morning.
It's a terrible morning. Has nobody told you?
Told me what?
Oh boy, I really didn't want to be the one to say it to you, but there was an incident last night. Someone robbed the bank.
What? No.
Which reminds me, where were you last night?
Last night? How could I be expected to remember? Do you have any idea how much I am responsible for in a single day? I must make empty promises, kiss some babies, smear my opponent.
Yes, and if you can tell me all that, you can tell me where you were last night.
If you must know, I spent the whole night at Town Hall doing paperwork.
Oh yeah? That's funny, because I have several eyewitness reports to the contrary. You were seen all over town last night, including by the bank.
Is there a point you are planning to arrive at, Amos?
Oh, I'm just tying up loose ends, that's all. I'm afraid you'll have to remain within town borders until I conclude my investigation, though.
I am the mayor, you dimwit. Where else would you expect me to go? Anyway, have you actually made any progress with the case? Or are you just tossing out baseless accusations willy-nilly, hoping one will stick?
You see the fellow at my desk? That's my brother-in-law, Special Agent Ortega of the FBI. We're questioning our... We caught him red-handed at the bank when the alarm went off.
Great. Case closed. Nice job, gentlemen.
Hold on, Eliza. It's not that simple. We're not putting anyone away without hard evidence and a confession.
Something tells me we'll find all the evidence we need once we search his vehicle.
This should be interesting. I look forward to watching you work.
You ready to confess, Hardy?
I already told you I got nothing to confess.
Okay, I'll give you 10 fingers to start talking.
Fingers? Don't you mean seconds?
Do you really want to find out?
Jack, take 5 and introduce yourself to the mayor properly, would you?
Hello, Mayor Barret. I'm Special Agent Jackson Ortega. No autograph, sorry. I need to keep my hands free for cracking open this piñata.
When you have finished with that, I would like a word about some suspicious military
When I crack this case, and please notice I said when, not if, I'll try to make myself available to discuss that. Will that make you happy?
Yes, that will do, Agent Ortega. Looking forward to it.
Likewise. Now, where were we? I see. You were about to confess.
Oh, she did a good job deflecting there. So that's good. What else do we have to say to him?
Help!
In all these years, I have never seen you so tense, Amos.
Didn't you hear about his wedding night?
How could anyone ever forget the Benjamin Gloria switcheroo?
Guys, come on! We all swore to never talk about that again.
You sure did. I, on the other hand.
Okay, let's go ahead and get out of here.
Easy, Jack.
Would you look at the time? It appears to be frame a scapegoat o'clock. Do not worry. As soon as Father Jenkins is safe, I will have Mr. Hardy cleared of all charges. Finding his car would be a good start.
Who, Jenkins? Let's try over here. Nope.
Don't you see I'm not here, fool? Anything you need can definitely wait. But if for some reason you feel it's really important, come find me at the new bar. P.S. If it's the mayor reading this, I meant to say Miss Fool.
Okay. There, she's back. I think this is the Desert Viper now.
Hello there, Viper.
Shh, don't say that, dear. I heard that there's an FBI agent in town. I don't want to be found out.
You must mean Agent Ortega.
Listen, Eliza, I know you're mad at me, but I can't go to prison. Do you know what they do to me? They'll probably use me as a human sandbag or tie me to a chair and test cosmetics on me. I'll have to murder my bunkie, dress her corpse in my clothes, wait for them to carry her away, escape by killing a few cafeteria workers, climb on the top of the prison with a hostage, make my demands, kill her anyway, get shot at, pull out my...
Lorraine, get a hold of yourself. This has nothing to do with you, I swear. Now calm down or I will have to slap you.
Really? Oh, thank goodness. My poor heart can't handle this kind of stress.
Oh. Okay.
My offspring has recently been quite adamant that I raise her allowance. She claims it is for the sole purpose of purchasing vegetables. Now, that is obviously a lie, but I wish to check with you before I punished her.
It's good that you did, because I think for once she's telling the truth. She cleaned me out of broccoli.
Well, at least she is spending all her money on healthy snacks instead of some new
For a
wild
prank.
endeavor.
Wow, Eliza, you really don't know your daughter at all, do you? Betty's convinced that there's only one supply of broccoli in the entire world. If she can find the source, she can destroy it all.
This broccoli delusion is too far-fetched for my offspring to have come up with it on her own. I do not suppose you had something to do with this, did you?
I didn't, I swear! I mean, not directly. She was playing with an old tin of beans when she found it stuck to the bottom. The Scroll of the First Floret. It details the origins of a sacred vegetable, its mysterious powers, and the secret society that created it and spread it to all corners of the world.
Yes, of course. A mysterious vegetable-growing society. Who are its distribution specialists? The Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny?
Let's see. Here we go.
I am perversely curious to hear more about this sacred vegetable society.
Hundreds of years ago in Italy, a tavern owner named Michelangelo Camminatore was concerned. He saw how unhealthy people's diets were, and how they struggled to feed themselves and their families. Using his agricultural knowledge, he sought out the healthiest plant he could find and started to grow it. Others came around to his way of thinking, and before long, he had built a society of followers. They called themselves the Order of the Verdant Savior. They truly thought they could end war, famine, and disease forever.
So, they plan to achieve world peace and harmony through kale and turnips?
Yes, exactly. Granted, they didn't succeed, but that wasn't their fault. Everything was fine until the Pope got involved.
Religion? Getting in the way of world peace and harmony? No.
He was so inspired by their mission that he showed Camminatore one of the Vatican's biggest secrets. The location of the Holus Sanctus, the holy vegetable of legend.
Since we do not live in a vegetable-based global utopia, I am assuming something went wrong.
Yeah, big time. In the right hands, the Holus Sanctus could have saved the world. Unfortunately, the wrong hands got there first. Camminatore was killed by one of his own followers in a coup. Whoever that fiend was, he slaughtered the faithful adherents and replaced them with greedy stooges. With the sacred vegetable in the hands of brutal capitalists, its powers were soon corrupted, and the Order was no more.
What does any of this have to do with anything? I think you could say a lot of that for the Chapter 3 segment in this game.
What about this vegetable was so allegedly sacred?
Well, according to the scroll, whoever possesses the first floret of the very first head of broccoli ever grown will be rewarded with eternal life.
I understand that vegetables are healthy, but surely that is an exaggeration.
According to the scroll, every piece of broccoli a person eats steals a tiny bit of their life force. This life force is transferred to the holder of the first floret, sustaining them forever.
Oh my god.
This is complete and utter nonsense.
Broccoli
Yes.
grows fast, it's cheap, and it's easy to transport. People buy it in huge quantities because they think it's healthy and force themselves to eat it.
But how would such a life-stealing vegetable even come into existence?
Well, I looked it up, and it seems there are 3 theories.
Oh boy.
1, it was a biological weapon created by a medieval wizard that killed its creator before he could destroy it. 2, its seeds traveled from hell on the bottom of a demon's hoof and took root. The 3rd theory is that a cauliflower was corrupted by a trickster spirit and turned evil.
Whoever wrote this segment really has some sort of issue with broccoli.
This vegetable story of yours is patently ridiculous.
You shouldn't laugh at the Church of Crucifer, dear.
Perhaps I spent too much time in the sun today. I could have sworn you just said the Church of Crucifer.
I did. See, Order of the Verdant Savior didn't really fit their image anymore. Under its new leadership, the Society's ultimate goals had completely flipped from altruism to profit.
Ah, I see now why you refer to this as a church.
What ostensibly started as a small religious organization eventually became a soulless megacorporation.
This is preposterous. First of all, if such a powerful organization truly existed, I would know about it. Second, I would already be in charge.
I'm sure you would make an excellent cult leader, but the scroll says the church disbanded long ago. After its leader was apprehended and most of his followers imprisoned, it just sort of died out.
I guess we're continuing this.
How did they manage to capture the Crucifer's leader and his minions?
A 12-thief manhunt, bell tower surveillance, burning bushels of broccoli at the stake, a traveling show called Ye Unsolved Mysteries exposing their misdeeds. But in the end, it took only one night to bring them down. Asbeth, der Offspringer. Asbeth was beyond dedicated to her cause. When she died, she ordered her followers to plant her up to her neck in a field, as a warning to any future vegetable cultists.
What inspired Erzbeth's fervor? Was she commanded by visions of long-dead saints to fight for the greater good?
No, she was allergic to broccoli.
Oh my god.
But my offspring cannot possibly hate broccoli that much. Why is this so important to her?
She thinks she's the reincarnation of Asbeth der Offspringer. Finishing her work is now Betty's holy mission.
An anonymous cult of broccoli acolytes secretly controls the world through vegetable consumption. And my daughter, who could get lost inside a paper bag, is the reincarnation of their noble eradicator. Oh, and all broccoli consumed worldwide originates from a single source, quietly draining the life force of those who consume it to sustain the cult's evil immortal leader. Have I missed anything?
No, but what I didn't mention yet is that Betty's ultimate goal is to kill the leader. She thinks once the fiend is dead, the organization will crumble again. And humanity will finally be free of broccoli's evil influence.
Well, thank you so much for encouraging my offspring to go on a murderous rampage.
Oh, trust me, dear. She needed no encouragement.
Wow, that was a whole lot of something.
Do you not have some way overdue tax forms to fill, Lorraine?
Don't you have something better to do? I don't know, like getting Mike's money back instead of harassing poor old ladies?
My money!
I take it you have heard about the bank robbery.
You bet I did. Sloppiest work I've ever seen.
What makes you say that?
Oh, come on! This is Grand Larceny 101. Never get caught. All that pea-brain salesman had to do was find someone to pin it on. Knowing our beloved sheriff as we do, something as evasive as the Chipmunk Gang would have done the trick.
Oh boy.
So, you know about the Chipmunk Gang.
From Broccoli to Chipmunk
Have you
Gangs.
seen the bullet holes in Tucker's truck? Well, he got those down in Tijuana. Courtesy of the Mexican Chipmunk Cartel, Los Cascanueces Sangrientos.
The world has gone completely mad.
I agree. Who knew there were even chipmunks in Mexico? Things got so bad, Tucker was forced to get creative to cross the border.
What did you mean by creative border-crossing methods?
One thing we learned is that chipmunks are really into a genre of music called C-pop.
What on earth is a C-pop?
Chipmunk pop?
Let's just say it's high-pitched. Now, they
Like
were
Alvin
trying to
and the
form an
Chipmunks?
all-chipmunk band, but no one had any experience. Thanks to Tucker, they became international recording stars in just 6 weeks. Tucker's still taking care of the band, actually.
Do you have any proof of these wild claims?
I can probably get you tickets. How many do you want? 2? Maybe you could take Amos.
Oh, I do not think taking Amos would be a good idea.
Oh, of course. The Chipmunks.
Oh, no, I was not even thinking about that. It's just, well, Amos always sings along at concerts. It is so embarrassing. I have more pressing matters to attend to. We shall talk later.
See you later, dear.
So, while I appreciate that they have all this content and talking to these characters, like, that conversation right there was a good example of, did it really need to be in the game? Because I didn't even get anything really character-worthy out of that. It's like, I almost feel obliged to do it because they put it in the game. But there was nothing, none of that had to do with either of their characters. It was just somebody had some sort of thing that they wanted to say about broccoli for some reason. Very weird. Oh, it's locked because he's not in there.
The only reason Michael ever closes up is if he is getting a haircut or butchering some... Oh, yes, he was at the barber shop, was he not? Silly me. I must have omitted his existence from my memories.
Okay.
A Corley, ripe for the taking. I think, if Mr. Harrelson does not move it within a week, I shall have to claim it as my own.
Corley. That's from the game I just played. That's interesting. Full Throttle. What a coincidence that I just played that. Corley Mortars. Note.
It is quite obvious that they are out of business, but some people need signs for everything.
Alright. It's over this way. This is different.
Ouch! God damn it, Ben!
That'll teach you, pig. Well, son of a... hello there, Miss Mayor. Someone just hucked a bunch of bottles at Amos's house and ran away. They look Russian. You better go after them. That should do it. Good job, Brain. I said, good job, Brain. You're welcome.
I do not have time for this nitwittery.
What? Did you forget to turn up your volume, Miss Mayor? Oh, darn. Excuse me, I forgot I was wearing these. You can't be too careful with these little bastards, you know. Sometimes they really pack a punch.
Benjamin, have you heard about the robbery?
I don't know nothing. I ain't never seen a garden gnome in my life.
What garden gnome?
Exactly.
Do you know why Ms. Peterson is up here?
She wanted to look at some birds, and I wanted to look at her.
What birds? The only birds I ever see these days are pigeons. And that is because it is the only kind of bird Michael, for some unfathomable reason, refuses to cook.
There's nothing wrong in watching some birds.
And what kind of birds do you think she is looking for?
Gee, I don't know. Ostriches?
Did you also make her swear your silly oath? Or do you reserve that particular idiocy especially for me?
Which reminds me...
With God and Ducky as my witnesses, I, Eliza Barret, solemnly swear that I am not a dirty commie. If I am ever caught in the act of spreading communism, I agree to submit myself to a fair trial headed by the Honorable Benjamin Tecumseh Zinn, and accept the inevitable death sentence carried out by Mr. Shotgun without complaint. God bless America.
Okay.
This is not a golf course, Benjamin.
Yep, I am well aware. Ever since you imposed that huge membership fee at the club, I've had to improvise.
For the last time, that was my yard. And that was not a membership fee. You were being sued for destruction of property.
Well, whatever you call it, I ain't paying that much just so I can golf.
Use him to your advantage.
If you prove that you can control where the bottles go, I will leave you alone.
Now that sounds like some real fun. What's your target, Mayor?
Oh, the coyotes. Let's do Michael.
I bet you cannot hit Michael from here.
Ha! Just you watch. All right now, 45 degrees, 30 minutes west. Aim directly for the glare off Mike's head, and...
Ouch! What the hell? Betty, was that you? How the hell did you do that?
All right, Benjamin, I have to go.
But you're coming back someday, right?
Very,
Hey,
very
Nancy,
interesting.
guess what? I can hit a mosquito right in the eye at 1,000 yards. Wanna see?
Невозможно. Not even the best snipers from I mean, Maayan could do that.
Sounds like we have a bet. If I hit whatever target you tell me to, you'll go on a date with me.
And if you fail, you will help me get into the airfield.
Sure, I can call in some favors. My friend Jimmy works there, and he just got a promotion. Oh, he started as a latrine scrubber, but worked his way up to airplane polisher. I'm sure he could sneak us in. So, anyways, we got a deal?
I'll tell you what, Mr. Zinn. If you can hit...
Goddamn crows! Hold on a second, Miss Nancy. Those varmints are always messing with my moonshine ingredients.
My goodness, how did you manage that? Those birds must be nearly a mile past the town limits.
Oh, you like that, huh? All right, Miss Nancy. What did you want me to hit?
The Eiffel Tower.
How far away is that?
Oh, just another 1,000 yards or so.
Okay, let's give this a shot.
I'm sorry, I'm taking all of this in right now. I don't know where this is going.
Well, it was a good try. Now, about that airfield tour.
Alright, are they done? Okay. Oh, this
If your progress in the game depends on me interacting with this. Game over.
Okay.
If I am not broadcasting one of my speeches, there is nothing worth listening to.
Alright, what about this guy?
Shut up, you stupid bird.
Quack, quack, quack.
What's wrong, boy?
Quack, quack, quack.
I see. You ain't touching my things, are you?
I would rather French kiss the bottom of Michael's deep fryer than touch anything of yours.
All right. Keep an eye on her.
Quack.
As tempting as relocating Benjamin's trailer would be, I must refuse. The paperwork would be unbearable.
Okay.
How do things look down there, Miss Mayor?
Everything seems fine, Benjamin. Although things would be better without this nuisance.
Nuisance? You need something out of your way?
I'm your man. Just point me at it.
I need you out of the way.
Well, all right. Wait, what? Oh, look at all the little duckies.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
What exactly are you hiding behind those gates, eh? Oh, hello, Mayor Barret.
Ms. Peterson, what are you doing? Have you finished your article?
Article? Oh, yes. Now I'm just relaxing with my favorite hobby, birdwatching.
Are you now? Which ones are you watching?
The purple sandpiper over there.
Do you mean the yellow-rumped warbler?
Yes, exactly. We call it differently in Maine.
Well, the yellow-rumped warbler tends to nest near water. You will not see many more by the airfield. Why not go down to Crystalline Lake?
Thank you for the advice, Miss Mayor. Please, excuse me. Talking could scare the birds away.
If there actually were any birds around here, it certainly could.
Okay.
Ooh, a swimming pool. Maybe I should try and infiltrate that.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Quack, quack, quack.
What the hell is that?
In this junkyard extravaganza, the tow chain is the only thing I'm willing to lay a finger on. I already have a pile of broken dreams. My offspring.
Okay, so we need to get something to distract, maybe? I don't even know what I'm trying to do there, to be honest. Okay. Let's go continue looking around. Oh, they closed up the shop. Mrs. Roberts, is that a new character?
Well, well, if it isn't Miss Welcome to the Safest Town in America, what do you have to say about this, huh?
What happened here, Mrs. Roberts?
Don't you have eyes? Someone broke into my shop
That's
last
right.
night.
Oh, please, this is barely a break-in. You can easily recover from this, and the town will support you every step of the way. In fact, I shall send my offspring over to assist you as soon as I can.
Betty holding a hammer? There's got to be at least 5 state laws preventing that from happening.
I am working on it, but in the meantime...
It doesn't matter, Miss Barret. I just want to move and start over somewhere else.
And how, pray tell, are you going to do that? You put all your money into the shop, last I heard.
Oh, money's not a problem. I'm loaded now.
Pardon?
Let's say my store fits certain very influential businessmen expansion plans.
I am happy for you, Mrs. Roberts, but is there no way to convince you to stay? Until the election, at least?
If there's one thing I'll miss from this town, it's your sense of humor. I can't believe...
Absolutely not. If you want me to pet something, find a normal cat.
Okay, so there's nothing here.
And where the hell is
Who's Clifford? What's in our office? Oh, of course Betty's here.
Remind me again why I should take orders from you, Betty.
Mom has a wrist injury from juggling with circus bears and put me in charge.
Why would she do something that idiotic?
How should I know? I don't understand politics. Or bears. Now, move that permit a little more to the right. What are you doing? I said left.
You said right, goddammit!
No. It looked better to the right.
There, happy now?
How could I be? I can barely read it in this dim office. Move it somewhere else so the sun hits it.
I think it's about time I called your mom. You, seem like you got a few more screws loose than usual.
Go ahead. Lucky for you, she already has a coffin you can use.
What the hell are you talking about now?
'Cause that will be your funeral, duh. Don't you remember what happened last time you called her at home when she was out sick?
Now that you mention it, that permit definitely needs to go in the sun. Does this meet with your approval now, Miss Anderson?
I suppose you can't make a silk purse out of a pig's ear. Okay, next on my list is...
Me shooting you in the head and hiding the body before your mom comes back?
No, silly. It's the eagle.
What the hell is wrong with the eagle?
It's not shiny enough.
Not shiny enough? I waxed it 3 times last week.
Well, you'll have to do better. It only scored a 4 on the Betty scale of glossiness.
Betty scale of glossiness? Come on, you made that up.
Called Professor Totally Not Made Up at New Fresno University if you don't believe me.
That sounds fake. Also boring. I think I'll pass. How about I just do the stupid tasks, and then you leave me alone?
Well then, what are you waiting for?
There. Shiny enough now?
Ew, gross. Also, yes, much shinier. It's at least a 6 on the glossiness scale now. All right, time to clean the picture of that old ugly guy.
That's President Harry S. Truman. You got no respect at all, do you?
How was I supposed to know that's a picture of Truman? It's filthy.
Filthy? The photo's so clean I can literally see my reflection in the glass. Hey there, handsome.
Stop being gross and just clean the photo. Did you forget what happened last time you disobeyed her orders?
Ooh. Being a human chess pawn was definitely not my idea of fun. But that picture is your mom's prized possession, kid. No one's allowed to touch it, except for her.
Queen's pawn to d4.
You little... Ugh.
And hurry up! The rug needs shampoo and conditioner. The drapes aren't draping, and this desk has too many corners. Do you do anything around here, Bucky?
Ugh. What the hell do you think You smart-mouthed piece of... You know what? The heck with this crap. You want things cleaned, kid? Well, grab a broom, 'cause I'm done.
You can't do that. Mom would be so mad at you. What do you think she would say if she walked in right now?
By Dolly Madison's Burning Curtains. What the hell are you two doing in my office?
Exactly. Wait. Uh-oh. Oh, hi, Mom. I was just warming up your chair for you. Well, I guess I'd better be on my way. Bye, guys.
Actually, I believe you will be staying for a bit longer. You really messed up this time. And you, Joseph, shame on you. You should know better than to let yourself be ordered around by her, of all people.
Yeah, Bucky. How could you?
Be quiet, Elizabeth. From the state of poor dear Harry's photo, I can only assume the two of you defiled it. Joseph, you of all people should have known not to touch it.
But she threatened me with human chess. What was I supposed to do?
If human chess scares you, wait until you play my newest invention. It's called World War II, the human board game. You shall be playing as Japan. Both of you get out of my office immediately. I have had enough of this nonsense.
Am I grounded again?
No. In fact, since you have taken such an interest in keeping my office clean, I shall have you come to Town Hall and assist Joseph instead. Every day, for a month.
What? That's not fair!
Yeah. Who are you trying to punish here anyway?
True.
Both of you, of course. Now get out. There, Mr. President. Do not worry. This is nothing a little glass cleaner cannot fix. Your eyes will soon shine again like they used to.
Now what are we doing here?
They will be safer here out of your reach. I should leave the stamp here, unless I need it. I would not want it to fall into the wrong hands.
Oh. Okay.
I have nothing to say to the townspeople at the moment, so just keep it shut.
Okay.
Chuck is exactly where he wants to be.
So is that all we came in here for? I guess so. I still actually have the outfits? The withdrawal?
My share of the heist. Tempted as I am to keep it, I need to disassociate myself from this as quickly as possible. I do not want to spend the rest of my term in Amos's basement office. Holding on to these as evidence won't do us any favors. Help me get rid of them, quickly.
Oh. Maybe the dumpster. Let's go back.
He's always got time for hiking and climbing, but how about time for his wife and children? When's that gonna happen, huh?
Okay.
It is too important to leave it lying around here.
Is that really...
Certainly an idea that will not backfire at any point.
Well, where else would I put it? Maybe that's why I need to get them out of there. Could be. Okay, let's go to the park. Okay, we can go in here now. Let's go to the bar.
What kind of dumbass doesn't check to see if they have a chain before agreeing to tow something? Oh man, I should wrench myself for being a fool. Oh, what am I gonna do now?
What's happening here?
Oh, that's it! Hey, Mayor Barret, over here! I gotta talk to you.
Miss Valentine, are you asking to speak with me? Are you feeling all right?
Look, you gotta do me a favor.
I do not.
Okay, fine. But it's also a favor for the government, so you want to hear it. Some FBI guy wants me to tow this car to the junkyard so they can search the trunk or something. Anyway, I can't tow this back because that numbskull of a gas jokey swiped my chain. Can you go look for it?
Why can you not go and look yourself?
'Cause that FBI agent said if I didn't stay with the car at all times, he'd start looking into where my scrap comes from. Come on, you gotta do this for me or I'm totally screwed.
Ugh. The day I start running errands for a grimy little ragamuffin is...
I'll vote for you. Please?
Miss Valentine, for reasons completely unrelated to what you just said, I shall comply with your request.
Thought you might. Don't take too long, okay?
Okay. So that's what we need to get that thing for. At what's his face's at the cliff.
Hey, cousin.
Ah, the young mailman who has taken up the good fight to re-elect Barret.
Yeah, I've been busier than a B-52 dropping those leaflets of yours all around town.
How odd, because I have not seen many around.
Well, maybe you just weren't looking hard enough?
I despise time wasters even more than I hate liars. Would you care to try again?
Okay, look. I was taking a break at the park earlier when I heard this weird noise coming from the bushes behind me. I turned around to look for just a few seconds, and when I turned back, someone had swapped your leaflets for Mayor Hart's.
Well, why are you standing around in the heat like a dim-witted cactus? Go and find my leaflets.
Max has to sign for this delivery, and I can't leave until he does.
So you are just waiting for Max?
He told me yesterday to wait for him if he wasn't here when I arrived. I don't understand why getting some ice is taking him so long.
Max wants only the freshest, purest ice in his drinks. When he needs some, he swims up to Alaska to hunt wild icebergs.
What?
If he left early this morning, he might be at least halfway there by now.
Oh man, that's really gonna mess up my delivery schedule.
Well, knowing Max will not be back for several hours at least, you should probably leave this here and go finish your rounds.
No way! That would be a huge violation of the Mail Carrier's Code.
There you go.
You cannot hold up the mail for the sake of one signature.
I already told you, I'm not moving until Max gets back. Besides, it would be a huge breach of the Mail Carrier's Code. And no one breaks the Mail Carrier's Code.
Oh, what do you think would happen? Oh, here we go.
What do you think would happen if you left? Do you think someone would steal from Max? Who would be that brave, besides me? And do you honestly think the mayor runs around stealing in broad daylight?
Yes, everyone knows you steal office supplies. And that's not the weirdest thing I've heard about you.
Oh, please elaborate. This should be good.
Well, I've heard that you embezzle from every business in town through your crazy tax schemes. But the most common rumor is that you kidnap virgins and eat their blood to stay young.
Oh.
Nonsense. You do not eat blood. You drink it. Who would be capable of spewing such... Oh, of course. Ms. Hart. You should not let yourself be so easily convinced by a corrupt politician like Ms. Hart. It can be difficult for a layman to discern between right and wrong candidates, I know. But you were foolish to believe such falsehoods. Ms. Hart
is thoroughly dishonest and only out for her own gain. I, Eliza Barret, am the only true option. Yeah, she told me you'd say that too. I'm gonna take Mayor Hart's advice and just ignore you. I'm not going anywhere.
What if I offered you a new bicycle? It has 30 speeds, streamers, an aerodynamic basket, and a device that temporarily blinds passing stray dogs. The most effective and attractive vehicle in the history of the U.S. mail.
A Rocinante Express 4000 for me? I can't believe it!
Just imagine how it would feel. The wind in your hair, the smooth ride, the jealous looks from people as you pass by. Ring, 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 ring.
Your evil tricks won't change my mind. Unlike you, I actually have integrity.
Well, your loss, I suppose. Ring ring. Ring ring. Ring ring.
Okay, Miss Mayor. I think I see what you're trying to do here. If you keep trying to get into those packages, I might just have some spicy letters between you and your snuggle bunny in my possession. And I might just share them with everyone in earshot.
Wait, you open my mail? That is illegal. I will have you fired for this.
And suddenly, it was as if all my electoral speeches were about you.
I mean, that was a lucky guess.
Put your official stamp upon my heart so that everyone knows I am yours.
Shut up! Shut up, you piece of...
My love for you burns brighter than any explosion my offspring can cause.
Fine, enough. You have made your point. Now, stop it.
Okay.
I cannot wait until my face is added to Mount Rushmore, so you can gaze into my eyes as you fly past.
Hey, Mayor Barret, I never knew you had a soft side. You look pretty stone-faced right now, though.
There must be a less embarrassing way to do this.
Okay. So...
A rock. Fascinating. Wait, how did this get here?
Even Betty would have given up by now. Okay, maybe not. But don't you know better?
Alrighty.
A rock. Fascinating. Wait, how did this get here?
Alright, so... let's see here.
Sorry, Miss Mayor. I've got no time to talk. I must stay alert.
You did not guard the bank adequately before. Now that it is empty, security suddenly matters?
Yes, ma'am.
Good work, Deputy McCord. Keep at it.
Alright. Nothing. Okay. Still can't go in the school? Nope, nothing. Okay.